Hey, what's going on YouTube? And welcome back to my channel. Now today, we're satisfying that sweet tooth. We got desserts, but not just any dessert. We got donuts, but not just any donuts. Today, we're making pink lemonade, blueberry, ricotta cheese donuts. Let's reset it again. Pink lemonade, blueberry, ricotta cheese donuts. I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to see this. Me either. So sit back, relax, and welcome to the Bistro.
You all on my lane, you all on my lane. You ain't overlooked, so get out the way. I gave you the book, I gave you the game. The boy got a cook, the boy got a flame, Serving in the kitchen like you Nino. Plenty pitching, whipping different flavors like a bistro. Kick it, dip it, flip it, keep it hunting like a C note. Switching, keep it pimping every single place that he go. I got it. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Boy, you know the name, get up out the way. Lathan got the flame, Lathan got the flame. Stay up out the kitchen if you ain't the one that's whipping, huh? Hey, yo, Lathan, man, cook them boys up something real quick, man.
What's going on YouTube? Now today, I got this amazing recipe for you guys. The pink blueberry lemonade ricotta cheese donuts. Now, these blueberries right here was bought in the height of the summer when these guys was in season. And what I did was, since I know I want to make this recipe, I just took some of them, rinsed them off, and then froze them. So I can use them for this recipe. So if you can't find the pink lemonade blueberries, because I know this time of year it's going to be hard to find them, you can always substitute for regular blueberries. But if you can find these delicious pink lemonade blueberries, I highly suggest you use them because the flavor profile is just immaculate. It's like none other. But these ricotta cheese donuts is going to feature a couple of things. The star of the dish is the blueberries, of course, but for these donuts, you're going to get that creamy feature from the ricotta cheese. Then we got some self-rising flour there. We got a cup and a fourth of a cup of ricotta cheese. For the self-rising flour, we got 120 grams of self-rising flour. Then we got 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar. We got a teaspoon of salt. We got a fourth of a cup of half and half. Make sure you use half and half. So that's a fourth of a cup of half and half. You don't want to use milk because you want some creamy notes in this dish. So make sure you use half and half. Then we got a teaspoon of vanilla, and that's good quality vanilla. None of the imitation stuff. Then we got 2 whole eggs, and that's going to finish the ingredients. But make sure for this recipe you use good vanilla. All right, so the next step is we're going to beat these eggs up. You want to beat them kind of good, like just scramble them, because we're going to actually add them to the ricotta cheese, and it's going to help us incorporate the eggs a lot better if we mix them, well, beat them, and then add them to the ricotta cheese. And you'll see how easy it is to mix it up. And for this recipe, I normally like to use a fork because of mixing it just help it out a lot better than using a spoon. But if you have a spatula will work for this recipe as well. So we're going to get that incorporated really good. Then we're going to go in with our vanilla. We're going to mix that, well, kind of combine it. And then once we get that vanilla added in, we're going to go in with our sugar. Now, if you don't like the donuts that sweet, you can use less sugar. So you can go about 2 teaspoons of sugar. Well, 2 tablespoons of sugar, sorry. You can go with 2 tablespoons of sugar instead of the 3 tablespoons. But I highly suggest you use the 3 tablespoons. It'll give you those cake donut kind of feel. Then we're going to go in with our salt. Get that mixed in. That salt going to bring out those sweet notes from the sugar. So it's going to help balance it out really well. The next step, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our flour. But with our flour, we're going to sift it because we don't want the flour to have any lumps in there. So just sift it over the bowl. Now, once you sift the flour in there and get this batter combined, try not to overmix because since we use self-rising flour, we don't have to let it rest. So you want to try not to work that flour too much to activate that gluten, because we're looking for some good chewy donuts, but we don't want them to be tough. So, you know, just get that batter just combined enough, almost like cake batter. Then we're gonna go in with our half and half. With our half and half, we want to kind of go in a little bit at a time, because that fourth of a cup of half and half, depending on how much liquid was in the ricotta cheese, you might not need all of that half and half, but you be the judge of that. Like I said, we're going for kind of like a pancake batter consistency, so just keep an eye on that. And then lastly, we're gonna go in with our delicious pink lemonade blueberries. But like I said, if you can't find those, use regular blueberries. But you want to kind of just mix those barely. Try your best not to break them up, because what we're looking for is, when we fry them, we want them to be whole, kind of like a blueberry muffin. Because when you bite into that donut, you want that pink lemonade blueberry to kind of just pop, like burst a little bit. So try your best not to break them up. And then lastly, we're gonna perfume it up. There we go. We got some delicious lemon zest. With the lemon zest, just use the lemon zest. To try not to go in too deep and get the pith, because that pith will make it very bitter. So we're just gonna swipe once, hit. Swipe once, hit. You know, you just want that zest. You don't want any of that pith into this dish to ruin it, because it's already incredible, and you just want all the perfect ingredients going into these delicious donuts. So we got to combine just enough. Like I said, we had like a pancake batter consistency. So we're going to check out oil. We're looking for the oil to be about 350. I know it's like 360, but once we started adding these donuts in, we're going to fry in batches, but it's going to lower that temperature to 350 and fry them up perfectly how we want them. So try your best not to overcrowd the pan. And like I said, the batter is going to drop the oil temperature, so try not to put as many in there as possible. And get you a spider so you can kind of flip them throughout so they cook evenly on both sides. And once you get done, put them on the wire rack to cool and drain to blot off the excess oil. Then we're going to top them off with some confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. Then we're going to go with some more of that delicious lemon zest just to pop a little bit. And there you have it. So there you have it. Our pink lemonade blueberry ricotta cheese donuts. So let's go in for the taste. Kind of hot. Cooked perfectly. So moist. So for this recipe and plenty of recipes like this, it's only one place to find them, and that's the Bistro Cooking Show. If you haven't done so yet, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friend, share with your family, and yeah, make this treat. It's awesome. And like always, I want to thank you guys for accepting the invitation into my world, my house, my kitchen. Until next time.